everyone, my name is Rosy. I'm from University of Richmond, and for my final project, I investigated SDG 1, no poverty, by asking a simple question. After a decade, has Sub-Saharan Africa moved closer to ending poverty? SDG 1 aims to end extreme poverty by 2030. However, sub-Saharan Africa still has the world's largest concentration of people living below the international poverty line. During the last 10 years, governments, international organizations, and NGOs have invested enormous financial resources into these regions. This led me to ask one central research question. Has Sub-Saharan Africa made meaningful progress toward ending extreme poverty? To answer this question, I combined data from two primary sources. The first is the United Nations SDG Global Database, which provides official SDG indicators, and the second is our in data, which compiles information from organizations such as the World Bank and OECD. My first finding is that extreme poverty remains widespread across the region. Comparing maps from 2015 and 2025, I found surprisingly little over improvement. Several countries continue to report very high proportion of people living below the international poverty line. At the same time, median daily income remains among the lowest in the world. This suggests that although some countries have experienced economic growth, many households still have very limited purchasing power and access to better living conditions. The second finding focuses on international assistance. Between 2014 and 2024, official development assistance increased substantially across many countries in sub-Saharan Africa. Several countries became some of the world's largest aid recipients. However, despite increasing financial support, as said in the first finding, poverty remains persistently high in the region. Beyond international aid, domestic policy also play an important role. The available data show that child cash benefit programs reach only a relatively small proportion of vulnerable households. Government spending on social protection is also generally limited and varies considerably across the region. These findings suggest that stronger domestic social protection systems are still needed to help reduce poverty effectively. Based on these findings, I propose recommendation at two levels. At the global level, international organizations should expand social protection programs and invest in long-term capacity building rather than short-term relief. At the regional level, governments in sub-Saharan Africa should improve the efficiency of public spending and strengthen governance so that resources reach the people who need them most. Of course, this project still has several limitations and incompleteness. First, my analysis focused mainly on financial assistance and social protection indicators. Other important factors such as conflict, education, healthcare, infrastructure, and climate change were not included. And second, while sub-Saharan Africa still contains the largest concentration of people living in poverty, the available data cannot determine whether poverty has actually declined globally but become increasingly concentrated within this region. Those questions would require additional research. Thank you so much for listening, and I would be happy to answer any question.